Ryobi sells two popular string trimmers. There's an expensive one and there's a cheap one. Which one? The Ryobi cheap one is about 80 bucks, give or take a few dollars, and the expensive one is double that at $180. At first blush, you can see the difference right away. The expensive one is as tall as me, that's 6 foot, and the El Cheapo is shorter. I might hurt my back bending over. Now, if you look at the business end, the cheap one is a 10-inch cut, and the expensive one is a whopping 15-inch cut. You're going to go a lot faster with 15 inches. The El Cheapo is mostly plastic components. It definitely feels a little bit cheap in the hand, whereas the professional model, the expensive model, is heavy duty and it's metal. It's metal. The El Cheapo model uses the popular 18-volt batteries. The expensive Pro version uses the 40-volt battery charging system. Now on this point, before you say bigger is better, how about the 18-volt system is much more universal for most homeowners because it's interchangeable with almost every Ryobi tool out there. You can change the batteries around. The cheap Ryobi string trimmer comes with a 2 amp hour battery, and the expensive string trimmer comes with a 4 amp hour battery. Let's look at the string differences. This is a 0.06 inch string. It's thinner, and the expensive model is a 0.08 inch string. It's thicker. It's going to cut through more solid material for sure.
The expensive Ryobi has expanded attachments available, so you can actually add on different end pieces.
The cheap Ryobi, I don't know if you can hear that, it does tend to get a little bit bogged down in thick weeds and grasses and things like that. You'll notice that sometimes it feels a little underpowered. It's good for small yards only. Whereas the big boy version, crazy powerful. I need my face shield. This is actually too much power. You'll never get slowed down with this one. Let's look at the string feeder systems. The cheap Ryobi version, every time it stops and restarts again, the string will automatically advance a small amount. I believe it was 1/4 of an inch. So it's automatically auto-feeding every time you stop. That seems good, but you will be going through a lot of string with that type of a design. Now the expensive string trimmer, just like the Pro models that your landscapers are using, they have the tap feature. So it will not advance unless the user taps it on the ground, hits that button, it advances the string. If you have to replace these batteries, the 18-volt system is going to be a lot more economical than a 40-volt battery. These batteries are crazy expensive. A lot of times Ryobi will run sales where it'll say tool only and they don't include the charger or the battery. Sometimes their sales are so crazy cheap, I think they're giving away tools for free and they're just in the battery business. They just want to sell a lot of new batteries to people over and over. Look at the size difference. You can put 2 of these El Cheapos and get 1 of the expensive. Okay, you can loosen this up and break it apart. There's no wires in here. The electrical connection is through the center. So that makes storage and transportation a lot easier. As you can see on the length, the expensive version is double the size of the cheap version. I broke it down just so you can see the size differences. Snap it back together. When that pin locks in place, tighten it down, and you're back in business. I like that this powerful version gives you a slow ramp up. Listen to this. There's so much power there. That little bit of a beep and that little bit of a slow ramp up is kind of like a safety warning to me that I know that destruction and cutting is about to happen. Let me try it on the cheap version. Yeah, that just has 1 speed, on and off. There's no ramp up at all. This cheap version is also being sold as an edger. You turn it 100, this is kind of hard to do. I had one viewer tell me she can't do it. You push these buttons, you turn it 180 degrees. Now it's upside down. So you can use it as an edger against your sidewalks and driveways. The cheap version secondary handle is permanent, cannot be changed or adjusted. The expensive version can be adjusted anywhere the length of this pole. So that's pretty handy dandy if you want to make it as ergonomically friendly as possible. You can see this is so long that I'm not having to bend over to use it. Whereas the cheap version, I'm kind of hunched over and my back is gonna hurt. Which one is in the budget for you? The El Cheapo Ryobi string trimmer at $80 or the expensive at $160? They both have pros and cons. They both have advantages. I would say the El Cheapo, if you have a small yard, occasional use only, and maybe are a short person. However, if you're using string trimmers a lot, go ahead and spend the extra bucks on the better one. I think you will be happy with it. Let me know if you have any questions, or let me know which one you have already purchased.